Here we go. Hello, welcome to another Fpl War. I'm Stel. I've got D-Man here from the D&D Footy Factory.
Big
Something,
up, big
fella?
up.
You good?
Hello. I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I need to get. I'm yet to get going in this FBL thing, man. It's a slow burner at the moment, but we move.
Bro,
Can
I
get
don't know
going.
one person that's actually happy with their starts of the season.
Well, I said Big Sam did all right, but I haven't checked him this week. I ain't checked what he done this week, but yeah, you're right. A few people have had a few shaky starts, and well, the real FPLGs have had a shaky start, so that I'm in good company in it. So we'll see. We'll see.
There you go. There you go. All right, well, let's bring up your team from the weekend, if I can do it. Here we go. Now, for some reason, that doesn't look very large, so I'm going to see if I can make it bigger. How's that look for now? Is that all right?
Yeah,
All right, so you
yeah.
got 49 points. Talk me through it, my guy.
You know what? Started off well with the Chelsea game. I had Chilwell, the clean sheet. He did annoy me though. I don't know if you saw that chance that he had when he's gone
He's
through on goal and he didn't shoot.
He's blasting himself shooting with his right foot.
Yeah, he
Fucking
bottled
hell.
it. That could have been extra points, but listen, the clean sheet, I'll take it because he was the only transfer I made in it. So for Luke
Right.
Shaw, so to bring him in, so I thought, okay, decent start. And then you had what did you have? You had the 12. It was a 12:30. No, Tottenham with 12:30. So I didn't have no one in that one. Let me see.
We had the evening one with Brighton and West Ham.
Ah, yeah. So, well, first of all, Arsenal. Yeah.
Mm.
First of all, Ramsdale conceding 2 goals to Fulham. Yeah, one solitary point. And then, all right, Saka gets a goal, which from the penalty spot where it was. Martinelli. Yeah, another blank. Another blank. He's literally, we'll get to the transfers later, but I think he may be first on the chopping block because he's offering absolutely nothing at the moment. Yeah, 2 solitary points. Yeah, and then you've got who else did I for that game? That's fine. And then Man United played. Obviously, they played Forest.
Yeah.
Rashford. I think he got an
Gonna
did he
assist.
get
Yeah.
assist? Didn't it? You got or did he get
Yep.
2 assists? One for the penalty. No, what did he
Oh,
get?
he got the penalty, didn't he? Yeah, he got the penalty assist and he got the goal for Ericsson.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, he got and then but then he got booked, didn't he? I think he got booked as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fair enough, 7 points, can't complain. Um, and then you got the evening game, Brighton versus West Ham. Now that was a calamity because Mitoma, I bring him back off the bench from last week, yeah, after his performance, and then he gets 1 point, 1 point at home, yeah. What? But then the only saving grace is I think most of the people have Mitoma in their team anyway, so
Mm.
I didn't really lose any ground in that respect. But Brighton to get clapped like that, and score 1 goal at home. Nah. And then you got João Pedro on my bench, but he didn't do nothing anyway. So that was that. And then the Sunday, when you've got Burnley versus Villa, DRB 12 points finally because he kind of they scored a shed load of goals the week before and he did nothing. So this time I think he owed me. Got the goal and an assist. So take that. 12 points. And then hold on, what did he get? Hold on. He got 1 assist, 2 bonus points, and a goal. Yeah, fair enough. That's cool. And then you've got Haaland missing penalties. Yeah, again missing penalties, scoring, but everyone practically captured Haaland, so it weren't too bad.
Yep.
Weren't too bad. So 8 points, and then obviously the calamity at St James's Park, which was Newcastle versus Liverpool. I expected Isak to score. Maybe had Van Dijk not chopped him, we may have gone through and scored. But other than that, he didn't really offer anything. So he's another one who I'm thinking, have I shown too much loyalty because I'm a Newcastle fan? Do I need to really? Is it time I need to get him let go? But the only thing is, we're approaching international break, innit? Because of international break, is it worth making more than one transfer? Because you can't rely on these people to stay fit during the international break. You get injuries, fatigue, all of that. So it's a bit of a tricky one for me this week, But 49 points again. I ain't beat the 50-point mark. It's just not great. It's not. And I'm looking at the head to head now. I must have won. I beat my opposition by 5 points.
Well, at least you won.
At least, yeah. Listen, I can't complain. To be fair, I'm up to 6th in that league, so fair enough. I'll take it. Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, in my other leagues, though, I'm struggling because everyone seems to have gone clear at the moment. So we'll see it. We'll see how the cookie crumbles.
Yep. Well, let's have a look at your bench. Let's see what they did. Oh, blimey. Well.
Akanji was in my starting lineup and he didn't play. Yeah. So Anderson comes in for 1 point. Luckily, Rodak didn't start because that's -1. And obviously, João Pedro 1 point again. So, and then Ben Mee, I don't know if he even played, but 0 points. No.
Yeah, Diaby and Haaland, and even Rashford, Chilwell. So it's 4 players. Saka, 5 players.
That's not bad, but five play. But you expect it from the players I have there. I would expect it more from Mitoma, Estupian, Ramsdale, and Martinelli. I expected them to get some sort of return for me this week, but it is what it is.
The thing is with the Isak situation is that he's keeping Wilson on the bench, and I can see why. But when you got a man extra against Liverpool, you're expecting more from the rest of the team. And credit to Liverpool, they fought back to win the game, which I couldn't see them doing because up until the 70th minute, they looked dead and buried.
Oh, they should have been out. We should have been out of sight. If first of all, I mean, don't want to get too much into the game itself, but Eddie Howe made the wrong substitutions, and the substitutions that he did make, Harvey Barnes, did not square the ball to Callum Wilson, who I believe would have scored. Now, had ASM done that, the fan base would have been up in arms. Yeah, but because it's Harvey Barnes, all of a sudden it's just bad decision making. Let's move on.
Yep.
But that's criminal. It was absolutely criminal. And then obviously Alisson pulling off save of the season, that save there from in the first half from Almiron was out of this world. And then Miggy hits the post second half, but he missed another sitter. We had chances, but then also going against 10 men, we should have put them to the sword. Like after 60 minutes, we kind of sat back a bit, like we'd won the game already. So we've got a lot to learn. But end of the day, FPL wise, disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah, to be honest, bro. I mean, as I said before, I don't think anyone is entirely happy with their FPL teams, and let me just bring up my one because I tell you what, I think I did pretty well in the grand scheme of things. However, I let myself down because of the transfers that I made. I thought, 61 points, but I made 2 transfers, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing I did, I replaced. Who did I replace? I took out Declan Rice and I put in Diaby.
Okay.
I thought, okay, fine, no problem. Diaby against Burnley, he's going to do something. He got me 12 points. But then I looked at my striker situation and I had, what's his name? Nunes, that hadn't started. Yep, wow. Hadn't started for Liverpool all season. And he was on the bench again against Newcastle. I thought, let me play Jackson because I thought he was going to score against Luton. I thought he'd get 2, to be honest, but he got me the 1. Yeah, and he had a good game. So that I was kind of vindicated with that. But then when I look at my points at 61 and I start with a -4 and I look at Trent getting 1 point, Luis Diaz getting 1 point, João Pedro getting 1 point. Okay, I didn't captain Haaland deliberately because I had a feeling Jackson would bang, and he did.
Yeah.
So I'll take the L for Haaland, which weren't necessarily one, but the penalty miss obviously killed me. But Trent, I don't know what I'm going to do with him now. I honestly don't. Because I know Liverpool signed Gravenberch, so midfield, they're going to be pretty solid. But now that Van Dijk is going to be out for at least the game, because that red card is standing, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah, it could be. It's more likely going to be 2, but yeah.
Right. And they face, who they're playing at the weekend?
Villa.
High line, Diaby against Trent. I'm not sure about this one, my guy. I really don't know. I know Diaby plays on the other side. But...
yeah, but at the same time, Trent will get the license to create. Yeah. So he's always going to be dangerous offensively, and that could make up for, because I expect Liverpool to concede, but it could make up for that if he creates the amount of chance he's going to create, especially if they start Nunes now. Like that could be something. So I wouldn't be so sure just to drop him just yet. But who's on your bench? Who's that on your bench? You've got.
So here's the other thing. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. That's what I was going to get onto, because I wasn't sure if he was going to play Rodri at the weekend against Sheffield United.
I thought he would have been rested.
Because he's had a good start to the season. He's played every game. So I figured, well, is it too soon for him to rest him? But I thought, you know what? Sheffield United might make it difficult. I saw them against Forest, and they were very physical in the middle of the park. So I thought, are they going to try and rattle Rodri? Well, he scored the winner with 2 minutes to go. So I was, mate, honestly,
that's hard.
And to
that's
think,
tough to take.
And to think, I think I lost by 3 points.
No.
In my in my head to head.
That's a wound, man. That's a wound.
3 points. So it was it weren't nice. It weren't.
But on the flip side, I'm looking at your leagues that you're in, all green arrows practically. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Well, bro, the one that I'm more concerned with is this one, the private league that I've got with obviously you guys and a few others. And I've gone up the table and I've seen other people have shitty weeks. Yeah. You know, Chris had 39 points. Steve, who is usually very, very good, got dropped 29.
Wow.
What's Rodri doing? Well, this is the guy that made 12 transfers the week before. So, let me check out his team. You got 36 points. All right. See Van Dijk. See Anderson saved him with the goal.
Yeah.
Haaland obviously as well. But he's got three Brighton players. Van Dijk sent off. Botman 2 points. And look at the bench. I mean,
not great.
It's a bit sticky for him. But I decided to select Sanchez as my goalkeeper because I can't trust Onana anymore. I can't trust him.
After that goal he conceded last weekend, what was he doing, bro?
Yeah.
What? I've watched it so many times thinking, is it because you anticipated a shot and you've gone down like that, or you just something just gone in your legs or something? I still can't. I don't know what's happened, but I don't know. It just looks weird.
Well, this is it. That's
what you're gonna get from him this season. I think when he's good, he's gonna be good. But the errors and the calamity stuff that's gonna happen, I think it's gonna be box office. But
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be.
And do you know what makes it even worse is that when De Gea was in goal, I was saying that while he has his deficiencies, it doesn't help when the back line is ropey. And the moment, Varane went off, Shaw's out, Malassia's out, they're talking about bringing in Reguilon.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the back four of United against Arsenal is probably going to be Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, Shoggy got Arsenal.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka right back, Dalot left back, Martinez and Lindelof. So I'm looking at that potential back line. There's no point in me picking Onana. No chance.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, we'll talk about this afterwards in detail, but I'm looking at the midfield. Will Rashford be as effective against Arsenal without Shaw at left back? Because Shaw's making those really good overlaps and he's left-footed. Whereas Dalot, I don't know if I can trust him.
He's right-footed, isn't it? Dalot's right-footed.
Yeah. Ooh. And obviously Saka is in good form at the moment. Saka against Dalot, it looks a bit of a mismatch. But anyway. Anyway, let's get your team for the weekend. Is this your final team, or are you?
No, it's not my final team. I'll make changes.
Right.
Probably tomorrow, but this is what if I don't. This is what it would be. But
that's what you're going with so far, anyway. So far.
Yeah, I need to check on the fitness of a Kanji. Otherwise, I'm just going to put Ben Mee in. But I don't know if he's been playing. It's might have to put Anderson in because he's. But then Anderson was a sub as well. He came and played 13 minutes, so that might have to be an area I look at.
For Luton, yeah?
Yeah,
Well, they
but
got West Ham on Friday.
at home, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but then again, there's nothing to go on in Luton in terms of their starting lineup because they've only played 2 games. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
But it's a tough one. I'm tempted to leave it and that's save the 2 transfers because of the international break afterwards. But Martinelli, yeah. And listen, Wan-Bissaka isn't great going forward, but he's capable of locking up Martinelli, especially one-on-ones. Like he's capable, more than capable of locking him up. So I'm not really expecting much from him in this game. I think to keep Saka's a must in there. Rashford, I don't know. He should start on the left, and he does tend to perform. I say perform. He tends to have goal contributions against Arsenal.
Yeah.
But there's no bankers here, other than Haaland against Fulham, which won't be an easy game, but I expect Haaland to score. Chilwell at home Chilwell attacking wise, he likes to go forward under Poch. So defensively, I can't trust Chelsea. I don't know. And Forest tend to score. Whether they win the game or not, they tend to score.
Yeah.
And then you've got Newcastle Brighton. So Newcastle Brighton, Isak, he drew a goal. Newcastle, they drew a win. Brighton trying to bounce back from last week's embarrassment. Mitoma up against Trippier. I don't know. Is that too many in one game?
It's a horrible one, isn't it? It's horrible.
It is. Like, I'm not expect that lineup there. I'm not expecting many points, if I'm honest. Diaby against Liverpool. Like, yes, Diaby's capable of scoring and that, but he's up against Robertson. So there's no guarantee. Like, you know what I mean? It's Ramsdale I expect to concede. So this is a horrible week for me, if I'm looking at it. So, because literally, if you look at it, all right, Akanji, who might not play, Chilwell are the only players who have bankers, really. The rest of them are tight games. So it's like, the captain choice is easy, but at the same time, I feel I have to mix it up, though. I feel that I don't feel comfortable having 2 Arsenal players at home to Manchester United. I don't. 3 Arsenal players, sorry. 3. Oh, this is it's
horrible. It's right before the international break because if you have a shit week, then you're going to be thinking about this for 2-3 weeks.
For 2-3 weeks. And if I use a transfer, I can't do the 2 transfers next time without using any points. But then, yeah, I'm going to have to think long and hard. But if I do, it's going to be Martinelli or Akanji come out.
Yeah.
Who Spurs got?
Burnley away.
Maddison.
Yeah.
Maddison for I don't know what the price difference is, but Maddison for Martinelli, if I've got money in the bank, which I think I may do, that might have to be the move, That might have to be the move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. This is it. And you got to think about when it does resume, who have they got next? So I thought, I'll tell you what I'll think about my team anyway afterwards. But I was toying with the idea of Maddison. But going back what you said about Rashford, he always seems to do something against Arsenal, irrespective of the situation at United, good or bad.
Exactly.
He scored last season at the Emirates.
Yeah, I remember that. Good goal. Good goal.
He scored twice at Old Trafford.
Yeah, he ripped them. Arsenal's just one of those teams that he likes to play against. So,
well, bro, this is it. If you think about it, the way that Arsenal been playing with Partey at right back,
they can't do that tomorrow. Sunday, they cannot do that. They have to revert to type and have Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Zinchenko, Odegaard, Rice, and Partey midfield, Martinelli, Saka, and Nketiah up front. They have to do that. There's no way they can have Partey going up against Rashford at right back. No. He will get murdered. He'll get absolutely slaughtered. They can't. You could try experiment against the lesser teams. Obviously, it didn't work against Fulham to how much they wanted to. They got the draw. But when you're playing these big teams now, these big games, you cannot afford to start messing around with things and tinkering things. Go with what you know. Go what's tried and tested, and go out and do the thing. Because if you put Partey at right back, you're finished. They're absolutely finished.
Well, is Tomiyasu back from suspension?
Yes. Yeah, because
So he could play.
Yeah,
he could play because he missed the Fulham game, so he might go in at right back.
Yeah. Whatever that midfield has to be Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. It has to be. There's no. Yeah. If he does, if
Sure.
you put draft, I don't know. Yeah.
100%. All right, let's bring up this abomination, which hopefully might spare my blushes. Now, the thing is, I've been thinking about this long and hard since last week, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to put Rodri back in the team. I can't see him not playing because Calvin Phillips looks like he's out the door.
He won't go. He's not budging. But you know what? Sorry to cut you, but with Rodri, I think he'll play because although he was talking about the number of games he played last season and he was tired, given City's Champions League draw now, they can afford to rest him in a couple of those games because they've got it so easy. Yeah, the teams they're up against, at least 2 of those games, maybe 3, he can be rested in. So I think that's what they'll take the time to rest him then. But I think they want to get a substantial, I say lead, but stay top of the tree, play their full strength where they can for the next few games, and then start to rest him. I think he starts. I think he starts on Saturday.
Well, fingers crossed. Anyway, for me, anyway. So I'm gonna keep the same team as I've got here. I might make one substitution, one transfer. And I was thinking about it today, and again, going back to Rashford, I was toying with the idea of taking him out against Arsenal, irrespective of what he's done against them in the past. And I was thinking about putting in Maddison. Maddison's next 2 games, Burnley away and Sheffield United at home. However, he's been called up for England.
Oh.
What if he gets injured?
And we know what happened in the World Cup and that. Yeah. And this is why go on. This is why I'm saying Maddison for Martinelli in my team, but you make a good point. Like, he is made of not say he's made of glass, but he does pick up the odd injury here or there.
Yeah.
And international, it'll be such. You bring him in, you're bringing him in this week, he blanks and then he gets injured on international duty. Then it's a waste of a transfer. But the form that he's in, he is Spurs' main creator. They're playing more attacking football, and they're away to Burnley, who haven't got the best of starts. You know, Spurs I know they went out of the League Cup, but their confidence will still be high with their stronger lineup.
Yep,
he could be the one.
Exactly, but then I got thinking, well, if I keep it as it is this week, I can make 2 transfers next week. I've got 3 Chelsea players. And one player that I think will thrive in the next few weeks will be Raheem Sterling. Now, he had a blinder against Luton. All right, people will say it's only Luton, but you need to get your confidence up.
He played well against Spurs. Who did they play the week before? Was it West Ham?
West Ham, yeah.
He played well. He played well there as well.
Yeah. Chelsea's next games, they have Forest at home, Bournemouth away, Villa at home, Fulham away, Burnley away, and then Arsenal at home, game week 9.
What?
So is there a chance that maybe I could just leave it as it is for this week, see how Sterling gets on at the weekend, because he's not called up for the England squad. He's got a couple of weeks off. Maybe when we return, I can take out, say, Rashford, bring in Sterling, that's substantially lower in price. Maybe take out Colwell and bring in an extra defender that is probably better statistically or higher value. But then again, Colwell's doing well. So which Chelsea player do I sacrifice? Because I think Jackson is going to come good even more. Sanchez, I'm not going to select Onana over him. So that's my conundrum right now. But looking at my midfield, I'm not going to take out Luis Diaz because I think he's going to be a demon this season. Diaby has already proven how well he's done. Rodri, all season so far, has been incredible. I mean, look at his points, for crying out loud. Let's have a look. Where are we?
26 points.
26 in total in 3 games. It's not
games.
bad, man.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and who the next game's against?
Man City have got, let's bring it up. Is it on here? Fulham, West Ham, and Forest.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Have here. Oh, there we go.
Look at that.
Yeah, game week 8, they've got Arsenal.
Arsenal, Brighton, and then Man United back to back. That's their 3 games that they, and then Bournemouth and Chelsea, Liverpool. But then they've got quite a difficult.
Yep.
After that, but those next 4 games, okay.
Well, with the exception of you guys, right the way through to February from December 5th, let's say Villa. I mean, these are games that you'd expect them to win, every single one of them.
Ooh.
So, again, I'm looking at I'm thinking, is it worth me just saving it for 1 week? Knowing how well Rashford has done against Arsenal, knowing that Saka can do bits against United, knowing that Luis Diaz might play a blinder against Matty Cash, because Matty Cash had a fantastic week last week, but he likes to get forward. Is he as quick getting back to track Luis Diaz? I don't know.
Yeah.
Villa have got all sorts of defensive issues anyway.
I think my team's need for Maddison is greater than yours, because I'm looking at your team there, and you've got like a good mix in the midfield. There's no 2 players for the same team in midfield, and then you've got Jackson, who is getting Jackson. I should be taking Isak out and putting Jackson in, because that's Jackson home to Forest. You expect him to do something, and even at the back, you've got Estupiñán who can assist. You've got a Trent who can assist, and a bonus would be clean sheets. And you've got Colwell who could keep a clean sheet, and you've got your team is all right. I don't think you need those players now, but you can look at who blanks this week and then make the 2 changes after international break. Whereas
the other thing I was thinking, well, maybe sacrifice again Rashford for Bowen, because they got Luton away.
Yeah.
That being said, West Ham, they're so unpredictable, man.
Yeah.
They're so unpredictable.
I bet West Ham don't win that game, because you know what it is. When they say West Ham could go back to the top of the league if they beat Luton, you know what's going to happen. They're just going to drop points. They're going to drop points.
Yep.
So it's but then Bowen could score.
I've got this vision of Jared Bowen, like you'd see in the EFL Cup, you see on Sky Sports News, Jared Bowen breaking through and putting the ball in the bottom corner. I could see that happening against Luton. But then again, I think about their first game back in the Premier League. The pitch, the stadium is literally on the pitch, man.
Yeah, it's Friday night as well. Friday night under the lights, away team. I just don't fancy them most of the time. So yeah. I reckon Luton get something from that game, if I'm honest. Whether they can keep West Ham out, I don't know. But
they started well against Chelsea, though. That's the thing. They started well.
Yeah, they did. So it's gonna be.
I don't know, man.
Tough.
Maybe I should just stop thinking about tinkering and just for 1 week don't make any changes.
Yeah.
Leave that 11 as it is.
And then,
Yeah. But I tell you what, though, the other thing I was thinking, João Pedro, as good as he is, I'm thinking about Cameron Archer, who's just joined Sheffield United. They've got Everton this weekend.
Another 6-pointer, relegation 6-pointer.
Okay, so I know they lost against Lincoln midweek in the EFL, and Cam did play. But it's Everton. Is it a 12:30 kickoff as well?
Yeah, that's
I think it's a
Yeah, I think that's
12:30
a 12:30. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know these 12:30 kickoffs, man,
Who's
for
at
the home
home?
teams, Sheffield United.
Oh wow, yeah. They, they'll probably they'll probably beat Everton. I'm not gonna lie.
So
They'll
this is
probably
what I'm
beat them.
thinking. I'm like, well, I know Cameron made his debut the other day, but it's a Premier League game against Everton. Everton got a win midweek, and obviously they're a bit happier, but their Premier League form isn't great. Defensively, they're not quick. They haven't got pacey centre backs, not that
Yeah.
I know of anyway. And the way that Sheffield United sometimes play, again, they're
Listen, they
hit and
well
miss.
against Man City. They played well against Man City. They shackled Haaland for what all of how many minutes above them with the penalty and that, and then obviously
Yeah.
got the goal. But they performed very well against them. And City needed a last minute goal to win it. So yeah, I think this Everton need to be careful. They need to be careful, man. Careful. But,
Exactly.
yeah.
So again, in my head, I'm thinking 12:30 kickoff. Those fans are going to be up for it. You got a young striker that has got something to prove, that hasn't unleashed on the Premier League yet. He's had a few appearances here and there
Yeah.
against an
But then
Everton
if you was
team
to
that
bring him
is,
in this week, you're talking about this week, yeah?
yeah,
So who would you take out his starting lineup?
that is it. That is it. That's the gamble.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And I
Because
know that come next week when we have this conversation, I'll be like, I knew I should have taken out Rashford. I know it's
don't
going
say
to
that
happen.
because if I keep this brother in my team and he does nothing again, yeah, last week saved him because I was literally if he blanked last week, I was going to take him out. So this week, if he doesn't do nothing against Arsenal, yeah, it's too expensive to keep. Too expensive to keep. But like we said, he tends to turn up against Arsenal, man. He does tend to turn up. So, you know, it's a brave
Well,
man to drop
my
him.
gut is telling me to keep him. My
Yeah,
gut is telling me to keep him for at least one more week because, again, he's been called up for the England team as well, I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
So, again, there's a possibility he might get injured and I'll need that extra transfer. We'll need that extra transfer. So, is it worth holding out Cameron for another week at least? Because let me look at Sheffield United's next fixtures. I think I said Spurs, didn't I? I think Spurs they've got afterwards.
Mm.
They've got, let's have a look. They've got Everton, Spurs, then Newcastle, West Ham away, Fulham away, Man United at home, Arsenal away. He might not get going till Wolves at home, game week 11.
Mm. Mm. But then he's a good rotation piece, though, isn't he?
True, but so is João Pedro.
Is he? Like, apart from that one week, like,
Yeah.
what's he really? You know, they're going with Ferguson. They've got Welbeck. You know,
Well, look,
where's
Brighton's
he?
next two games are Newcastle, Man United. Then they've got Bournemouth, Villa, Liverpool, City, Fulham, Everton, Sheffield United. So again, game week 10 is the end of October, which is when they play Fulham. And Conference League will be starting by then, or Europa League, or
Oh,
whatever they're in.
oh, yeah, but they've got quite a tough run. Quite a tough run.
So
Be
what are the
interesting to see how many
options?
people. Yeah, because be interesting to see how many people keep hold of Estupia, given that run that they have.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I
And the
don't
thing
know.
is, how much is João Pedro? He's what, 5.5?
Yeah.
There's a chance he'll go down value-wise.
Can you imagine? Yeah. It's a sticky one. I think I might get rid of him. You know what? I might, but he's on my bench at the moment, so there's no real urgency to get rid of him just yet. I think my
But if
starting
Ake
lineup.
doesn't play, Ake doesn't play and you got him as your first sub outfield play, he gets the points, right?
No, because defensive in it. Akanji, I've got 3 defenders, so
So be one of the defenders.
one defender's gonna come on. So yeah,
Mm,
and the rest of them are bound to play. The rest of them are bound to play in the midfield and up front, unless they don't start. But even if they don't start Isak, he'll come on like 60 minutes. So it's
Fucking game week 4, we're stressing.
You know what? I've never been in a position where after 4 weeks, I'm wondering like what's going on. Now, I usually have a good week 1, average week 2, good week 3, and I'm all right. I've never had 2 bad weeks back to back so early in the season, bro. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Bonkers. It's
But,
it's mad. It's mad. I'll tell you what, just for Bants, yeah. Let's bring up the most transferred in and the most transferred out that we did last week and see what we've got here. Let me expand the screen as well because hopefully that might make a difference for our viewing pleasure. Anyway, fuck everyone else's. Can you see that?
yeah.
Shall I zoom in a bit more?
No, that's
Zoom
good.
in a
That's
bit
good.
more. Not too much.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Okay, all right. So top transferred in Sterling. There you go. I mentioned him.
Yeah.
Gusto. He had a good game, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and
Udogie, the left back.
he got
Yeah,
screwed. Yeah, yeah, and Cash is not surprising, but they're playing Liverpool, so
yeah.
I don't know about that. Out, sure, yeah, Gabriel, because I don't know what's going on there. Arteta does not either he's not fit or you just don't trust him. I don't know what it is. But Rashford,
You think he wants to leave? Does he want to leave?
I think well, there's rumors that Saudi were interested in him, isn't it? But that seems to have gone a bit quiet now. But I don't know. That's a strange one. Considering the partnership he had with Saliba last season, it's a bit of a strange one.
People are
But
dropping
Rashford,
Matoma like flies.
ooh, Matoma. Why they don't trust him against like Kieran Trippier, no? Okay. But
Well,
yeah,
that
Jack.
number on the right hand side is the amount of people that have taken them out, right? So sure,
Yeah,
700,077, which is understandable because of the injury.
yeah,
I don't think it's a massive number for Mitoma because I guess he's a very popular pick, but Sterling
yeah,
to come in at almost 1 million people, bro.
yeah.
They're
That's not
planning.
surprising.
They're
Yeah,
planning.
Sterling, and obviously because he didn't get the England call up, like you said, you know, what I mean, he's going to get some rest.
And the run of games.
Yeah, Madison with the run of games, although he's been selected, that don't surprise me. Those are the 2 I was looking at. Sterling,
Yeah. Let's look at
Madison,
the other ones. Let's see what else we got here. So we got Romero has gone in. All right, that's an interesting one.
Okay.
Romero.
Wow.
Bowen,
Okay.
probably just for the weekend though.
Yeah. Ward Prowse. Yeah.
That's another one. That's a good price at 7.5, man.
Yeah.
I think everyone's sleeping on Buemo, to be honest. People sleep on this guy. He's taking penalties and everything.
It's true. It's true. Who they got this weekend?
Luton. Oh no, Brentford have got they've got 1 minute. Bournemouth at home.
Oh, okay. Okay, that could be a good shout. Good shout.
Then it's Newcastle away.
Yeah, they're not getting out from that.
And the next 2 games after that, Everton, Forest. Then it's Man United, Burnley, Chelsea. So they don't have a consistent run of games, like 3 or 4 games in a row where you could say they'll get 7 points.
Yeah.
It's sticky. Look, November's horrible for them. They've got West Ham at home, Liverpool away, Arsenal at home, and then Luton beginning of December. So
wow.
It's tough.
Okay.
But the Chelsea one is the one that I'm looking at with Sterling, with the 2 transfers. That's the one I'm looking at, my guy.
How much is Sterling? How much is he?
Sterling at the moment. Let me just get it on the phone. Shit. Play statistics. Shit. Where is it? Midfielders. Sterling's 7.2.
Oh, so he's less than Rashford, right?
Yeah, Rashford is 9, I think.
Huh? 9. I better get him out my team. 9.
Yeah, it's 9 million. 9 million,
yeah. He's on borrowed time because I can't be tying up 9 million for someone who's not going to give me that many returns. So he could be on borrowed time. 9 million.
Yeah.
Oh, I could get rid of him and Martinelli and then get Madison and Sterling.
You don't even know if Martinelli is going to be in the team that by the time the international break is done, because if he drops another stinker,
yeah,
they've got enough cover now. Trossard can come in. Jesus will be fit, so maybe Jesus will play up front. And Ketty has been called up to the England squad, so he's obviously been shown some faith. Martinelli could be treading on thin ice, man.
Yeah, this is gonna. I'll have to get some.
I think this
man.
weekend is pivotal. It's pivotal for everyone.
Yeah, it's make or break, man. Like this. Okay.
It is tough. It is tough because I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at Spurs at the moment. I mean, who did I say they've got in the next few games? Let me double check.
Is it Sheffield United?
Fixture difficulty rating. Tottenham. They have Sheffield United after the international break, then Arsenal, then Liverpool. Now, would I
Who's got that? Who's that?
Spurs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So basically,
Arsenal. Yeah.
You better, if you want to take Madison, you better take him now. And for now, and then Sheffield United, because after that, it could get a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, looking at the teams that are left out, okay, so let's say, City. After the international break, they got West Ham away, which they usually win. Forest at home, Wolves away. Then it's Arsenal away, game week 8.
Right.
So games week 5, 6, and 7, I could basically next week when the Premier League resumes, I can take out Colwell, for example, bring in a City player, take out Rashford, put in Sterling, and at least I know I've got 2 players there. But mind you, how many City players I've got? I've got 2 City players, Haaland and
My only thing with City though is that Pep roulette, like especially at the back in the back line. You don't know. The only people you know is going to start most of it is Edison and Haaland. That's the only 2 you can really guarantee are going to start every game.
Yeah.
Everyone else, it's just like Russian roulette out here. You don't know what's going to go on. Like, is Bernardo going to play? Is Foden going to play? Is Diaz going to play? Like, you know what I mean? They just, I don't know.
You look at Carl Walker as a captain, standing captain, and even he doesn't play every fucking game.
That's what I'm saying. Is he even going to play? Like, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But,
I was going to say Guardiola, but even £100 million price tag doesn't stop Pep from dropping. And we saw it with Grealish in his first season. Exactly. Remember? Exactly. You don't give a shit.
The only time you get this, you get the guarantees if you know that City are struggling with defensive cover. Because a lot of the players like Stones and Ake tend to be injury prone. Yeah. So you know you can kind of rule them out most of the time or not be guaranteed, and you've got the rest of them who tend to be there. Like once Diaz is back from injury, he tends to play quite regularly. He likes Guardiola at the moment. So those 2 I think you can kind of count on.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to throw you a curveball. What about Fulham's players? Because I'm looking at their run. When the league resumes, Luton at home, Palace away, Chelsea at home, Sheffield United at home, Spurs away, Brighton, Man United. So up until Tottenham game week 9, with the exception of Chelsea, which they always struggle, but then again, we don't know how Chelsea are going to be then. Mm-hmm. Could it be worth throwing in a Fulham defender?
A Fulham defender? No.
Yeah, no.
I think once they lose Paulinho to Bayern, which seems to be happening, they're talking they're going to bring in McTominay, all right, but they're going to be even more suspect defensively. And who do you pick? Like, Fulham don't really keep clean sheets, so I think if you're going to book a Fulham player, it's Andreas Pereira, because he's on set pieces and he's attacking threat. That's the only one you can really rely on from a Fulham perspective. So, like, I don't think I've ever had a Fulham defender in my team ever. Like, it just nah.
Well, I was gonna put Kenny Tete in last season because I think he did really well, the right back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, did he bump forward? Like,
he did well. I think Tim Ream got a few points as well last season with some goals, but again, I'm looking at the fixtures. It don't bode well for FPL players, and let's get it right. Most people have got 5 or 6 players from the same team. So like when you're looking at your head-to-head, you know Stupinian's going to be there, Haaland's going to be
Haaland.
there,
Probably Saka.
Saka, yeah.
Yeah. It's and Matoma
Horrible, man.
probably. Yeah,
Yep.
it's not ideal, man. I don't even know if I'm playing in the head-to-head this week, but it's
Well, let me see if I can bring it up. 2 seconds. Let me see if I can bring it up because the Justice League for me has been fucking horrible. It's been horrible. You know, I thought I could do something this season, but already I'm looking at it. I'm like, fucking hell. See that result there at the weekend where I lost by 3 points.
yeah.
And that's only because I did the fucking transfer. But if I didn't do the transfer, then I wouldn't have got all those points from what's his name, Diaby. So I'm guessing whatever it is, what it is, long-term pain. Sorry, short-term pain, long-term gain, I guess. But if you look at the rest of the league, I mean, who else had a really good? Josh Smith did well.
Josh Smith as well. That
The
was
fucking
Gary Wilson at the bottom.
double. What's happened here? Let's bring this one up.
34. Ooh.
That's disgusting.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Hold on, he put Morris up front. What was he? Oh.
We were saying last week he's got faith in Morris. I don't know what he sees, honestly.
Well, maybe against West Ham he might do a thing, but that is horrible. Oh, he got lucky that Salah assist to get the last minute assist against Newcastle that saved him a little bit.
Yeah, Pedro Porro.
Yeah,
Pedro Porro saved him as well.
Or Foden came on, got an assist.
He's got Pickford in the team. Souček is injured as well. He's gonna make a change. I'm telling you, he's gonna go with -8 this week.
He's got to do at least 2, possibly 3, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, double. Yeah. What's happening with you? What is happening? Okay, I can't. Right. So who have you got? How do we find that game?
I've got Andrew Simpson. Yeah.
Right. Oh, I've got Boots. Oh my god, this is going to be horrible. Dwayne Robinson. That's your brother. Is that your brother?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Andrew
Yeah,
Simpson.
yeah.
So this is your opponent. It doesn't show you, does it? Shit.
No, but I'm looking at his last week points. Yeah, he got 30-something points. Yeah, and I'm looking at his team. So game week 3. 28 points. He did 8 points of substitution. So look at the thing there. Yeah. So Botman's a doubt. Yeah, he came injured against Liverpool. I've got Estupiñán, Matoma, and Haaland and Isak. So that's 4 players the same. Now, if he sticks with Almiron, he's a joker. I think Salah could be a threat. Trent, even Enzo and Jackson. Yeah.
Well, think about it. Botman's a doubt. So let's say he decides to swap Botman for who?
Lamptey? He's going to have to make a substitution there. Yeah.
So that's
transfer,
one.
Sorry, a transfer.
So he's going to have to put a lot of faith in those 4 midfielders.
Yeah, because even Almiron, he's done nothing all season. Nothing. Yeah. So you're banking. Even with my team now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but my team beats that on paper. It beats that team.
It should.
Yeah.
It should. And I'm looking at this guy who's a massive liability as far as I'm concerned.
The points ain't saying it, is it?
3 points in 3 games.
3 points in 3 games. Yeah.
How many yellow cards has he got? Hang about. Where's it show the yellow cards? Got assists, XG. Does it show? It doesn't show.
Is it? What's that? Yellow card. 1 in the first game and 1 in the third game. You've got.
Where do you see? Oh, here. That's it.
Yeah.
So he's picked up 2 yellow cards in 3 games.
Yeah.
So against Forest, That Forest are
And
going to
then he
be
missed a
naughty.
penny. He missed a penny in the second game, didn't he?
Yes, that's right. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, I should be winning that. Based
And
on
that
that team
bench
there.
as well, man. He's got 2 injuries on the bench.
Yeah, that's listen, he needs to play his wild card. That's what he needs to do. Yeah. if he wants any chance of beating me, he needs to play his wild card because that
Oh
team is
mate.
ugly.
Let's see what Boots did. He did 47. That's who I've got this weekend. So he's got Pickford. I don't think. Oh, he might put Turner in actually. I don't know. Let's do Pinyan, Saliba. Okay, I think Saliba had an off week. Chilwell. Okay. Diaz, I've got. Rashford, I've got. Saka, I've got. The only 2 differences are Foden and Odegaard.
Oh
Is
God.
Foden going to start again?
He should do. He should do.
Yep. We've got the same strikers. So effectively,
Yeah.
I'm pinning my hopes on Rodri and who's my other and Diaby to do better than Foden and Odegaard. And Foden's got Fulham, but so does Rodri.
Yeah. Ooh, that could be quite tight.
Yeah. And his bench ain't particularly good. He's got Cameron though. He's got Archer on the bench.
Yeah,
Will he be
but does
tempted
he?
to
Yeah,
start?
yeah. I don't think he tempts us to start him again ahead of who. There's no one in that team that you would really drop.
Exactly. Bulldog is
Yeah.
on his way out. He's probably going to Greece. I've heard he's going
Right.
to AK Athens.
Okay.
Botman is a doubt, so he might not play. So
Yeah.
effectively, he's going to have no one to call upon on the bench if anything happens.
Mm.
But again, he might not. He might make some substitution. He might make a transfer. He might have 2. Does he have any transfers? So he might have 2, bro.
Oh yeah, true. But then if you look at that team, who's he subbing out? Because that team is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's he gonna really sub out? Like, be brave enough to either gonna try bringing a Madison or Sterling for one of those? I don't know.
Yeah. See. And this is what makes it even more difficult, my guy. This is what makes it even more difficult. This head-to-head shit, it fucks with you.
Yeah, you know what? I try to just put my do my team, and then let the head-to-head take care of itself because it'll drive you crazy trying to second guess what they're gonna do, and then all of a sudden you're losing ground in your other leagues, and yeah, it's
how many players did you say that your opponent at the weekend has got the same as you? 5, 6, 7?
No, not as much as that. His team is rubbish on paper. Like he had about three or four. He had three or 4. He had Matoma, Haaland, maybe Rashford. I think it was it. I think or something.
So
like
those
that.
are your safety nets, basically.
Yeah,
they're your safety nets. So if he gets the same points as you, you're gonna get that's fine. So you're relying on your differentials to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas with me, like the only difference is the midfield and a couple of defenders.
Yeah, that's a sticky one. That's a sticky one. But yeah, listen, always go with your gut. Yeah, because there's so many times, my gut says, look, do this, and then I do the opposite, and I just wish I'd gone with my initial thought, bro. The initial gut is usually the right way to go. So that's what I'm gonna do, man. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. I just need to have a think about this because if Diaby's playing against Liverpool and he does well, then obviously Trent's points are going to be affected, and that screws me over with the game against Boots. So what do I do? Do I take a punt just getting rid of Trent? But he might have a blinder. But at the same time, I'm looking at Villa's midfield, and they might bully him, man.
I might be wrong, but I have this vision that Trent usually does okay offensively against Villa. I might be wrong. But it's at Anfield, so I'd expect without Van Dijk, I expect Villa to score. Wouldn't be surprised if Villa take the lead, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend, mate. Interesting weekend.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's horrible. It's flipping horrible. It's flipping horrible. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't want to think about it. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I'm gonna leave it as it is. That's why it's I guess that's the fun part of it. But hopefully this time next week we'll be like, oh, Trent scored a goal. Diaby scored a goal.
Yeah, that's it.
Bro, tell everyone where they can get your socials and all that. Your show. I still need to listen to it. I need to get D to send me the
So
the
catch us on Top FM, which is 95.5 every Saturday, 10 till 12. The socials is at DD Footy Factory _. That's Instagram and Twitter. I made my return last week. I'll be there again Saturday. Not sure Double D is going to be there, but Big Sam should be back. And then we do the podcast at DD Footy Pod. Get that up and running again. And then for myself personally, it's Il Phenomenal 25. That's phenomenal with an F. And if you can't spell it, you can't follow me. And that's on Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
Superb. So we have another episode of FPL War in the Bank on the NC network. Everything is in the description. Links to our Discord, to Facebook page. Everything that you need is there. Leave a comment. Let us know your team. What would you do? Would you keep Rashford? Would you swap him for Sterling? Well, I can't do it now anyway. So yeah, what do you think of our teams? Let us know how you're doing. And until next time, oh, fuck's sake.